mysterious story.
Today, we'll look at YouTubers who nearly died while filming a video. How sarcastic that the very platform you rely on to make a living is about to become your demise. Number 10. Dennis Allen floats down the local creek on an inner tube. Even though he has done it before, this time it's raining and the currents are more powerful than he's ever seen. Dennis, on the other hand, believes in his abilities and moves forward with courage. Although the ride seems to start out gentle enough, soon accelerates when he moves into more open waters. Soon after, he really starts to regret not taking a paddle as he is carried through low-hanging branches and other prickly obstacles. He attempts to keep his balance for roughly 5 minutes until it appears that he can no longer hold on.
Oh shoot, this is too dangerous.
He is taken downstream and lastly holds tightly a bridge while water pours in beneath him. Despite the fact that Dennis appears to be attempting to remain calm, I can discover some fear in his voice, maybe more than he intended to convey. He quickly notices that dragging himself out of the water will be much more difficult than he had anticipated.
Oh, this was something stupid. Oh shoot.
Dennis slowly makes his way to the shallow end without letting go, eventually climbing out with the assistance of a nearby bridge pole. When looking down, it's clear that he wasn't exaggerating the danger. This current is too powerful for a fully grown man to be submerged. Number 9. Chase on Wheels, a YouTuber, is riding around Atlanta, Georgia with a friend when two strangers come close and ask him a series of direct questions. When the men realize he's recording with a helmet cam, they suddenly back off. That's when Chase's friend realizes something isn't quite right. One of the men never seems to take his hand out of his pocket, and when they watch the video, they notice what appears to be a firearm. Perhaps they're coming to the conclusion, however, there's no telling what would have taken place next if the men hadn't noticed Chase was filming. Tell me if you believe that they were equipped with a weapon or just having a friendly conversation based on what you've seen here. Number 8. The Starbreed, a YouTuber, discovers a bright white object floating upwards and begins recording. The strange object resembles a street lamp, except it's way up in the air and appears to be moving quickly in the direction of the Starbreed. It has shrunk to a fraction of its original size and is now remaining in one place in the air, twice as high as before. The Starbreed keeps recording in complete incredulity, not even making a sound and simply zooming in. When it appears that the unidentified flying object is about to disappear, it does something completely unexpected. He captures a short strobe light effect before the UFO vanishes. Looking back at the video, the Starbreed is convinced that this was an abduction effort on him that was foiled at the last possible moment. I'm uncertain if this was a real encounter or if it was all made up. As I previously stated, the UFO appears to be one of the edited street lamps. Take a look at the evidence again and tell me what you think really took place here. Number 7. SPRT Life, a YouTuber, is going to conduct an investigation into some train tracks that are said to be haunted by an inhuman creature. The tracks are said to be difficult to go across and very cramped. It is said that they have run over or have fallen to their deaths. They slink past a fence and are soon startled by weird noises coming from an undetectable beast. They soon come across a set of elevated tracks high above the ground. The bottom is completely dark, and they can't tell how high they are. One of them becomes overconfident and ventures a long distance.
No. We're not out that far.
No, if you look down, you're out that far.
After that, as if on cue, the worst possible equipment malfunction takes place.
Oh my god.
Alex, my light won't come back on.
This YouTuber is suspended high above the ground in complete darkness when he listens to a train horn.
There's a train coming. There's a train. Get your boots. Get your boots, Tyler.
The group of friends now uncontrollably takes part in a race ahead, despairingly attempting not to fall off the tracks or get run over. Eventually, with the train fast approaching, they are compulsory to leap. They are hardly alive as the train passes overhead, as seen here. As luck would have it, they had finished most of the track, so the drop was only about 5 feet instead of 30. Their own speed was the only thing that kept them alive that night. When it comes to what caused their flashlights to go out, the group believes it was the same creature mentioned in the legend. Number 6. CJ Powers, a YouTuber, eagerly documents the final stages of a drone project he and his group have been carrying out together. They're ready to start it up when his friend Christian plays a trick about the drone waking up and attacking.
It's gonna go rogue and it's gonna kill me.
His joke becomes a prediction about 2 minutes later.
Smile at the camera.
If you look closely, you'll notice the sharp propellers moving back and forth at a high rate of speed towards Christian's face and neck. The loud motor gives Christian just enough warning to move out of the way. Despite the fact that they all laugh about it later, if you look closely, you can see how close the drone was to cutting something important and killing him. Number 5. Bay State Hockey, a YouTuber, observes anxiously as a tornado forms one field over.
Crap, it's right there. It's right there.
There it is. Oh my dad. Dad.
That's only a couple hundred feet away, Dad. Floor it.
Just as they think they've overcome the first tornado, they notice more problems ahead.
There's two.
There's like 3.
There's 3 of them.
The only thing keeping him alive is that the road happens to turn in the exact opposite direction when the tornadoes create. Despite the fact of the YouTuber survives, I suspect this Florida family will ever fail to remember the time they were trapped between 3 twisters and nearly died. Number 4. Audrey Andlers, a YouTuber, is delighted to regenerate a science experiment she witnessed her teacher perform in class. She discovered that soaking a dollar bill in isopropyl and lighting it on fire will not cause any damage.
I'm gonna dip the dollar.
Everything is taking place according to plan until she makes a mistake by holding the bill over the open container, causing it to catch fire. Even though she attempts to put out the flames by pouring water into the container, when that fails, she makes the biggest mistake of all.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Oh my god!
Becoming panic-stricken, Audrey overturns the flaming liquid, igniting her entire table. Because she switches off the camera, we don't see how this situation was resolved. Obviously, even though she finds a way to escape with her life and later posts the video on YouTube, if any of the liquid stuck her clothes or hair, the outcome could have been very different. Number 3. Nick Soup, a YouTuber, is barefoot water skiing when one of the handles immediately becomes firmly wrapped around his throat. Slow motion shows how this 1 in a million scenario plays out. The handle falls into the water, shoots back up into the air, and wraps completely around Nick's throat like a noose. He thinks quickly and splits the handle over his head while still holding on. He would have been pulled by the neck at high speeds if he had let go and dropped into the water. Number 2. Beroz Ali, a YouTuber, captures his science teacher performing a dangerous classroom experiment. For good reason, he directs everyone to the back of the class.
Good job.
A massive plastic jug spontaneously combusts, launching a massive fireball that knocks the teacher backwards. If he hadn't ordered everyone to the back of the room, they could have been caught in the blast as well. Even though I'm uncertain what the point of this experiment was or what was inside the jug, if you've done something similar at your school before, please explain what's happening here and, more importantly, what was said to take place. Number 1. A YouTuber named Josh Higgs is going on vacation somewhere when a raging wildfire makes him pack up and take off.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Dude, that gets closer every time I record it.
He and his family get away to a far-away cabin that's a good distance away. Firefighters have even taken away a ditch around the belongings in hopes of controlling the spread.
Way too close for comfort. And it's coming closer and closer. Whoa.
I can feel the warmth.
I know,
I can feel the warmth.
Yeah.
It quickly becomes clear that they may not have gone far enough. Even though Josh and his family, in my opinion, should not have stayed a long time ago, they wait until the fire approaches before piling into their car and hardly escaping. I wouldn't astonish if they were getting up in rubble and ash within an hour. A single gust of wind in the wrong direction could have accelerated the fire twice as fast as before. Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe because I upload a new video every day. Or if you're still not convinced, here are some of my other videos that I think you'd like. Enjoy.